Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pickleball Podiatrist. My name is Dr. Eric Lullove. I'm in private practice in Coconut Creek, Florida, and I am a 4.0 level player. So what did I want to talk about today? Today we're going to talk about calf injuries, and specifically, why are you getting a calf injury playing pickleball? So to start, we have to kind of go back to what the mechanism of the injury is. So most people who have calf injuries, it's usually stemming from some level of Achilles tendonitis, or it's a muscle imbalance from the hamstring or the quad. So the most common problem is that the calf muscle, which is on the back side of your lower leg, extends from the knee down to the heel and comprises of exactly four muscles. There is the gastrocnemius, which is the big muscles on the back. There's the soleus, and then you have your plantaris muscle. You also have some extension fibers from the sartorius and the gracilis, but for the most part, you have the two heads of the calf muscle, and then you have the soleus, which is the postural muscle that attaches to the back of the tibia or the shin bone, and then you have your plantaris muscle. So why do these injuries actually occur? The reason being is that the injuries occur because the calf muscle isn't properly firing. So how do you know? Well, if you're laying down on the floor, you can bend your knee and you can push into the back of the calf muscle, right into the center of the belly. And if that center belly elicits a pain response, then you definitely know that you've got a muscle imbalance which is causing the calf to overfire. You always want to make sure that you're seeing a health professional that can help work through this with you. Whether it's your local podiatrist, athletic trainer, nurse practitioner, physical therapist, doesn't matter. You can't do this on your own. So it's real important to work through these injuries and to identify really what the causative problem is, because I see so many times in clinical practice that the calf muscle is not firing because the glutes shut off, or the quads are overfiring, or the abs are not firing. I mean, it's just one of those things that needs to be evaluated. So you have to make sure that you're able to have it properly evaluated so that when you are ready to deal with your problem, you can deal with it. So let's talk about how to fix it, because more importantly than diagnosing it is how to fix it. So in order to fix the calf muscle, one of the really important things to know is what's firing, what's not firing. So the easiest thing to do is to lay on the floor and push into your lower abdomen. If you can push into your lower abdomen and your upper abdomen, so you want to kind of push into up here and down by your belly button and over toward each side. If you can do that while you're laying down and you're not having any pain, then it's not your abs. The next thing you want to do is try to stretch your gluteus. So you want to kind of put your knee up on a couch or a chair, have your foot hanging off the edge, one hand on your knee, one hand on your ankle, and you lean forward. If you don't have any pain with your gluteus, then it's not that either. So one of the other things that can happen is it's an overfiring of the quad, or your quadricep muscle, which is on the front of your leg. This is always harder to diagnose because it's so much easier to treat problems at the abdomen level and the gluteal level for this. So these are just a couple things to look for. Highly suggest you have an athletic trainer, go to a physical therapist, go see a podiatrist to have this fully evaluated. But the real important thing is that you will get better, and calf injuries can be overcome. You always want to make sure that they do some advanced imaging like ultrasound or even MRI if necessary to make sure that you don't have a tear. Unless you have direct trauma to the area, very rarely does the calf muscle actually tear. I don't want to confuse calf pain with Achilles tendonitis. We're going to deal with Achilles tendonitis in a different lecture set. But I want to make sure that if you're pushing into the center of that calf and you've got pain, then you definitely have a muscle imbalance somewhere else. Okay? This is a quick 5-minute medical. I'm Dr. Lullove. Thanks for watching the Pickleball Podiatrist, and we'll talk to you guys soon.